this is Stampy, and welcome to a Minecraft Let's Play video. Today I am doing another challenge against Ballistic Squid, and this is the Reach for the Star challenge. And this is a new challenge which I've made up, and it's pretty simple. Basically, directly above me, can you see that little speck on the in the sky there? You might have to go really close to your screen, but there's a tiny little speck in the sky, and what that is that is a Nether Star. It's basically a Nether Star on an item frame in a block of glowstone, and it's all the way up there. And what we have to do for the challenge is we need to go and get the star, get back down safely, and then bring it into our houses, and then you win. And that's literally the only rules to the game. Of course, I'm against Squid, and it's going to be a race to get it. And we're starting off with not very much. We're going to have some basic tools and some food and things, but we're not going to have any blocks that we can use to be able to pile up. And we are allowed to fight each other. It's going to be a PvP game, which means that from the very beginning, if we want, we can try and attack each other. So, as I said, you need to not only get the star, you need to get it down and get it back into the house without the other person killing you, because if you get down here and then you take out the other person, you can steal the star from them and then bring it back to your house. So we're gonna start as soon as the sun's gone down. It looks like Squid's just about ready over there. He's there showing off the star to everyone watching his view. So yeah, let's go and let's get ready then, and let's try and formulate a plan. I have a very bad track record with these challenges. I've lost the last two in a row back to back, so I'm determined to win this one, and this one is going to be a much bigger one. So let's go and get my stuff ready at least then. I got all of my stone tools here, and then let's go and get these torches. And the good thing about the challenge is, even though we could go and get it from the very beginning, it's going to be really tough to get it straight away because you're basically not going to have any blocks at the very beginning. I know that Squid can't get it straight away because he's going to have to dig a load of dirt or whatever in order to be able to get up there. So yeah, I know that even though we could get it straight away, that's very unlikely to happen. And if I die, I'm going to lose all of my stuff, so I'm actually not going to take everything yet. Let's leave a bunch of fish and another golden apple in there, just in case I do die. Then I can have something to at least help me when I respawn. I've also got some cake, of course. You can tell I built the map when there's cake. And then I got a furnace and a crafting table, and that's about it. And let me show you the houses. It's kind of hard to see. Right, hopefully you'll see it better from above, but they're in the shape of huge stars as well. So hopefully, if I do ever get up there, we can look down and I can show you what the houses looked like. But yeah, I can't waste any time because the sun is just about setting, which means that we can go to sleep and start in the morning. And I think the first thing I want to do is I just want to get some equipment. I want to get some weapons. I want to get some armor. I think a bow and arrow would be really helpful because you can imagine if Squid was there piling up and I could just ping him off with a bow and arrow, that would be really effective. So I think that is going to be my main strategy. So for starters, I'm going to go and try and find the deepest cave I can, and to try and get a load of iron, and then I'm going to bring it back and I'm going to smelt it all back here, so then that way I can be keeping an eye on the star and be watching out for Squid. I don't think I need to rush to get a bunch of materials in order to pile up with, because it really doesn't matter whatsoever who actually piles up and actually gets to the star first. All that matters is who that gets the star to the house, and so I'm kind of quite happy to leave it to Squid and let him go and pile up and do all the hard work while I go and try and get prepared, because if he gets like a diamond sword or diamond armor or something before me, then it's going to be very difficult. And I found some iron straight away here. It's only one bit. If I found two pieces and was able to immediately get an iron sword, here we go, look, there's an iron here. If I try and very quickly get an iron sword, then that is already a big advantage over Squid. And actually, before I go too deep, I should probably, I shouldn't put that back there, I only just got that. I should probably cut down a tree first. I should probably start at the beginning of what everyone does at Minecraft and go and cut down a tree. So then that way, I can make some pickaxes and stuff and my sword when I get further down there. So I've got a little bit ahead of myself there, but I found what looks like it might be a pretty nice cave, and I can't see Squid anywhere around here. He could attack me right now. There is nothing stopping him just running up and trying to kill me. It probably wouldn't help him because he won't have anything better than me right now, but that is literally what he could do. And actually, I think wood might be a good material to pile up with, because for every wood block, you can get 4 planks. So you could actually get a lot of materials very quickly. It's probably a little bit slower than dirt to get, but that's definitely an option. The only problem with wood is the fact that, of course, it's flammable. And so if he went and got a flint and steel and set fire to it, then that would be quite a big problem. So that's the only real big downside for wood, but this should be more than enough probably for the entire map. So let's go back down to that cave. I have no idea where he's gone. My guess is he's gone and found his own cave. I might as well go and grab some more food as well just while I'm here, because this might be a long haul battle. This might be really quick, but I suspect that it might actually last quite a while is what I'm assuming. So I want to make sure I have plenty of spare food, and oh, that was quite a sudden drop there. This is good though. If I could get quite deep and possibly get diamonds, that would be very helpful at the very beginning. I mean, if I got a diamond sword and he didn't have one, unless he plays really well, then there's not much he can do. I could just take him out, and then all I need to do is find a safe way to get up and down. Oh, I know what I should do. If I make an iron bucket, then that way I could go and just put water down, and then that way I could safely get down. So then that way I don't need to worry about getting down. As long as I make an iron bucket, all I need to worry about is getting up, which is obviously going to be the hardest part. And there's some coal here as well. I'm going to go and grab this just so that I can actually go and start smelting some of this iron. So this is good. I found a good cave, and it's very close to where the house is. So what I might do is actually use a furnace down here. And that made me jump. That made me jump. Hello, skeleton. Hello, where did you come from? Probably down in the dark cave, of course. Let's light up the area a little bit. And oh, look at this cave. This is nice. I like it here. Let's just live here. Right, let's go back up here and try and grab that stuff. Well, I don't need to tell you that scared me, did I? That was obviously very scary to me, seeing as I screamed. Right then, let's go and carry on gathering up some more of this. So as I said, I don't need to worry too much yet. I think I've got a little bit of safety time where Squid won't be heading up there yet, because he won't have enough blocks to pile up. My guess is he's kind of doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. So all I need to do is try and do it a little bit better, or at least a little bit quicker than he is. So let's go and charge down here as fast as we can, and let's see what else we can find. Oh, this cave is really good, actually. So what I'm going to do, seeing as there's lots of iron and stuff to gather up here, I'm going to go and put a furnace and that down here so I can go and start it smelting. And I'm probably going to poke up and just check that Squid's not there. Once I've got some iron armor and I feel a little bit safer, I'm going to go and take a little bit of a peek just to make sure he's not going for a surprise attack, because a good tactic might be to just immediately charge straight up there while the other person's not around, and hope that they don't go to check. So I just want to make sure that Squid isn't doing that against me. I don't really want to do that tactic, because if the tactic doesn't work and then you don't have any good materials, then it's going to be really hard for you to do anything later. Like, you could win very quickly, possibly, but the chances are that if you don't make it, then you're going to have no chance later on, because the other person is going to have way better stuff than you. So I've got a little bit of iron now. I want to at least make myself an iron sword. And oh, did I even take the iron? I don't think I even took the iron. There we go. Now I've got a little bit of iron. I can go and grab myself an iron sword, and then once I got a little bit more, I'll go and make an iron pickaxe as well, just so I can do some of this mining a little bit quicker. So there's no coal actually in the house either, so I do want to grab a little bit more of this. And once I've got that bit of iron there, I will go and check on the house quickly. So let's have a little peek down here, and just to see how deep this place goes. I've got an iron sword now, so I feel a little bit more confident than I did before, because if this seems to go very deep, I could possibly go for diamonds, and it does seem to keep going down, and I can make my way back out the cave quite quickly. So I am definitely going to go and do a little bit of exploring down there in a minute. But for now, let's just go and try and grab a little bit more of this iron. There's some on the ceiling up here. Let me just go and pile up with some of this cobblestone, then I can grab this. And then I promise I will go back and check, because I am getting a little bit nervous now, because if Squid was trying to do the really quick challenge and try and get it straight away, there's a chance he could have maybe be getting close by now. But the good thing is, as I mentioned, he doesn't just need to get the star, he needs to get the star up back to the house. And then that means I got a chance that for when he's making his way back down, I could just kind of wait underneath him, hopefully with a bunch of iron armor and stuff, and try and take him out. So let's go and let's go make the armor first then, shall we? I've already got my Stampy style boots, and of course, actually, tell you what, let's just grab this stuff and let's go back up to the surface, and let's just make sure everything is okay, because I am getting a little bit worried. We can maybe leave some more of that iron smelting in the house, because it could also be like a nice backup safety thing, so that if I do get taken out, I could maybe have a spare iron sword would be very helpful. So let's just try and make my way out of this cave, and it would also be quite nice to be on the surface when it's dark, so then that way I can maybe go after some spiders, so I could go and try and make the bow that I want. But let me just go and check, and hopefully Squid Nugget is going to be nowhere around. And yep, I cannot see Squid Nugget anyway. This is good. I was a little bit worried, but it looks like he hasn't gone for the quick attempt to try and pile up, which means I probably have a little bit of safety time to go and carry on mining and possibly go and find some diamonds, because that did seem to be a very nice cave. So let's go here first, and let's go and start smelting some of this iron here, and I'm going to wait until at least one bit has smelted, so then that way I can go and go and make my pickaxe while I'm here before I go and head back down. And I can also go and make the most of being home and eat some of this cake. So there we go. I can now make my pickaxe. I got a little bit of armor. I can make some more armor once I get back here. But mainly I'm just going to go back to the cave and yeah, go and carry on where I left off mining away. So I don't need this. Actually, tell you what, let's put the stone pickaxe and sword in here for now, because this can once again just be some backup stuff for me. And let's just grab a bit more iron while I'm here. And let's go and head off back down to the cave. I still can't see Squid anywhere around here. Remember, oh no, I can see him. I can see him over there. Oh, look. Oh, and he's got full iron armor. Right. I don't think he saw me, though. I don't think he saw me, but he has full iron armor. So I reckon that he is now gathering up blocks that he needs to go and pile up. So I want to be really, really fast now. He's obviously gone to a mine and he's come back up already. I think he's literally done the exact same thing that I've done. So I want to be really fast. He hasn't even started piling up yet, and I'm pretty sure that if he's been getting all those materials, he hasn't had much time to gather up blocks to pile up with. He's mainly been going for armor and things, but I do want to be quick. That has actually scared me a little bit. It has thrown a little bit of a spanner into the works, because I assumed he would still be mining, and oh no, it looks like this cave doesn't actually go very deep at all. I don't know whether I will be able to get any diamonds. I would much like it to go even deeper than this. I can quickly check there was another side I could go to as well, so I'm going to quickly check that, but if that doesn't work, I'm going to go back up to the surface and just watch Squid and make sure that he doesn't see me. If I can ambush him once he's got the star and try and take him out and he doesn't know I'm there, that could be quite effective. And I could also, if I wanted to, I could try and block off his house. The rule is that you're not allowed to go and destroy the other person's house, and you can't go in their house, but you can, if you want to, block it off. So I can make it quite difficult. And when actually there's some gravel here, I could make some flint and steel. If I just take this gravel to the surface, I could do that on the top, so I can still see Squid. And if I mix that with some iron, I could make some flint and steel. So let's go home. Let's go and grab the rest of the iron, and let's go and try and make some iron armor. Because as you can probably hear in my voice, I am a little bit panicked now. Let's go up here and let's see if he's started to pile up or not. I'm pretty sure there'd be no way for him to get fully up and down again. And nope, he's still not started piling up. I reckon that he is literally doing the exact same as I am right about now. So let's go back into my house, and hopefully he won't see me. I think he's inside his house right now. I could ambush him. I could surprise him as he comes out his house. If he is inside and he doesn't know I'm here, I could wait outside and try and ambush him. Right, to do that, I'm going to need a full set of iron armor. So I still need a helmet and I still need some leggings. So let's go and make them, and I can go and put these on. This is a very risky move though, but hopefully it's going to pay off. So I've still got more iron smelting there. I could also go and make myself a bucket. And let's go and make myself a bucket here. Now let's try the ambush tactic then, shall we? Let's see if I can try and surprise him. Oh, it is getting dark though. Right, let's do this, but let's try and be very careful. If I need to, I can just Scarper. I think that he has pretty much the exact same as me. It looked like he did have full iron armor and probably an iron sword. Oh, but no, his door doesn't have a window. Oh, look, there he is. Did you see him? I see him running. He's going in. He's going inside. He's not wearing any armor either. Right, let's go and sneak up and let's see if we can surprise him as soon as he leaves the house. If I just crouch down here, I can try and surprise him the second that he exits. So he wasn't wearing any iron armor. I don't know whether he doesn't have any iron armor or whether he just hasn't put it on yet. But yeah, it looks like he wasn't ready. If I could have caught him then that would have been amazing. So the reason I want to do this is because if I can take him out now, then all of the items that he's gathered, I can go and pick up, and then I can use them for myself. So that's the reason I want to do this. Let's go and get my golden apple at hand as well. And oh, I heard a chest. I heard him opening a chest. And oh, here he is. He's right here. There he is. I can get him. I can get him. I can get him. Oh no, he went back inside. I should have waited for him to walk further out. I am not allowed to go in the house after him. I think I've just ruined my chances of getting him. That probably terrified him then. That probably scared the life out of him. I should have waited. I got too excited. I just attacked him. Oh, but look. Oh, look, here's a spider. That's a cow. I know that's a cow, but behind the cow is a spider. And so if I take out the spider, I might be able to get some string. Then I can make a bow and arrow. No, look, I think that was enough string. I think that was enough string to make myself a bow and arrow. So I need arrows still, but this is still very, very handy. Let's go back to the house. And let's go and try and make myself a bow and arrow, because that would be a really big advantage. Even though I'm not the best archer in the world, I think it would still definitely help me out quite a lot when battling squid. And oh no, I need one more piece. I thought I got enough, but I need one more piece of string. That's not too bad though. So let's go and get this spare iron, and we can go and put it in there. And actually, I do want to try and make the flint and steel, don't I? So what I can do for now, while in the house, is I can just keep putting down the gravel and destroying it again, and then get some flint, and then that way I can make some flint and steel. So let's go and keep breaking this, and there we go. Oh look, I got 2 pieces. Very convenient. So let's go and I might as well make 2 pieces of flint and steel then. So let's go and grab some iron, and there we go, 2 pieces of iron, and now I can go and make some. So I'll make some now, and then I'll have some spare as well in case I need some later on. So there we go. There's 2 pieces of flint and steel. And so this is because if squid tries to pile up with wood or, I don't know, wool or anything flammable, it means that I could just go and try and set it on fire. So where is Squid? I'm a little bit scared that he might. Oh look, I can see him. I can see him in his doorway. He's leaving. Oh, he's going on his roof. What is he doing? Let's look through the doorway. He's climbing onto his roof. What's he doing? Is he trying to set up a sentry? Oh, he's piling. Oh, I see what he's doing. He's piling up from the top of his base. He's trying to make a bridge. What's he piling up with though? Oh, this is so interesting. Let's go and investigate, shall we? If that's wood, I could try and set it on fire. So I can go on his house, I just can't go in his house. So I could try and burn it if it is wood. I think it is. I think he's building out of wood. Let's try and use my flint and steel, and let's try and set it on fire. But first, let's try and make the bow, shall I? I think that might be a good idea. If I try and make the bow now, I think then that way I might be able to shoot him off when he's high up. I also want to take out the skeletons because they drop arrows, and I think one just actually dropped an entire bow then as well, which is good. It's almost destroyed though, so I am going to go and make a different one instead. And I want to keep my pickaxe here. Let's go and oh no, that's a furnace. I need crafting table. There we go. Let's go and put down a crafting table here, and then let's go and make myself a bow. So this is going to be a big advantage. I've only got a few arrows for now, but it would still help me out. And look how high Squid Nugget is going. Right, let's get on top of his house, and let's try and burn it down, shall we? So I can't touch his house, and so I wouldn't be allowed to burn down his house. But if I break away a few of the blocks on top of his house, and then set fire to the next bit, hopefully it's all going to go and just start burning away. So I want to make sure I won't set fire to his house because that's not allowed, but if I set fire to that, hopefully it's just going to go and burn down the entire thing. And while that's burning, I'm going to go and try and fill up my bucket here with some water. And oh, there's another skeleton there. I really want to go after the skeletons to try and get as many arrows as I can. It's kind of hard fighting them in the water though, because they keep pushing you back. But there we go. I got out the water, and now I can go and try and take him out. So I guess the next thing for me to think about doing is trying to get some blocks of my own, so I could think about piling up as well, just like Squid Nugget's doing. I think dirt might be the best thing to do, because then that won't be able to be set on fire. And it looks like Squid stopped for a bit. It looks like Squid isn't going any higher, and the fire is burning very slowly. I don't know if he's got another way of getting down. If he doesn't have a bucket of water, he might not be able to get down in any other way. And so he needs to get inside of his house. So he could either go through the door or through the hole in the top of the house. But either way, I could kind of try and stop him from getting there. And that was a creeper. That was a creeper. I'm having a little bit of trouble down here. Let's go and try and make my way back to the house. Oh no, he's still building along. He is still definitely building along. So I think, because I don't have enough blocks yet, I think my best strategy is to, creeper, ow, is to avoid the creepers and to try and ambush him when he gets down rather than trying to attack him now. So that's going to be my plan. Let me just first go and yum, eat up some of this cake. And now let's go back outside and try and get a good plan in order to try and ambush him then, shall we? What I could do is if I make an iron shovel, I could also start gathering up some dirt. So if I do need to pile up at least a little bit, then I could go and do it that way. So let's go and switch out my cobblestone, and I've got my shovel here, and let's watch out for all the googlies, because they have been quite a pain, but I've got quite a few arrows now. And he seems to have, he's building a little base up there. He's building a little base up at the top. He's extending it somehow, and looks like the fire has now gone out. Right, let's go and let's start gathering up some of this dirt then, shall we? And then I could think about piling up after him. Do you think he's run out of blocks? He's not got any closer to where actually, oh no, wait, where's the star? Has he got, oh no, he is by the star. I was looking at my beacon. Okay, he hasn't got down yet though. I have no idea where he is. Let's go up to the top of his house here, and I'm not allowed to block that hole off because I can't block where the beacon is. That's against the rules. But let's go here and let's try and make sure that he's not going to be able to get down. I think he's got it. I think he's heading back. Look, I can see him. He's walking along. I don't know if he knows yet that I've set his thing on fire. Let's go now, and let's try and set it even more on fire, so that is the jump would be too dangerous for him to fall down. So I could break it away with an axe, and also try and set some more on fire if I can, because if he went straight down through that hole, then he would be the winner. This is getting really intense. So let's go and break this away with the axe as much as we can, and then we can go and set the next bit on fire again, shall we? So let's go and pile up with a few more blocks of cobblestone, and then let's go and once again set this on fire, and hopefully this burns a little bit higher. All right, let's go and pile down, and let's try and ambush him then, shall we? He was very quick at getting up to get the star, even quicker than I expected he would be, but he hasn't won yet. He still has to get it into his house, and I'm going to be here to stop him every step of the way. That's the plan anyway. So let's go and pile back down here, and let's just wait and watch. Let's see what's he going to try and do. I have no idea what he's going to even attempt to do here. I got my bow ready, and I can see him. He's above me. If he's got a bucket of water, I think the first thing he's going to do is try and put it down to get down gradually. But if he does, I could try and shoot him with my my bow and arrow and try and take him out that way. So I would try and gather up some more blocks to pile up. But I think it's too risky. I think I need to keep watching him. I do not want to allow him to be able to sneak inside. And I can just about see him. If you look really closely right there, I can see he's kind of moving around a little bit. He's trying something. Do you think he's trying to build down? He might be trying to build down his pillar. But I think that because it's burnt most of it away, I think once he gets to there, unless he has loads of armor, I don't think he'll be able to survive the fall, and I could try and, if I can, shoot him out of the air as well. So let's just organize my inventory a bit, and I guess all I need to do is wait and watch. I am not going to go and leave this spot for anything. But sadly, I have just about run out of time in this episode here, but do not worry. There'll be a link in the description to the next episode as soon as it's online, and then we can see how Squid is going to try and get down from up there. But that's the end of this episode here. I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you all later. Bye!